Hey everyone, welcome back to Overthinking Out Loud, the podcast where two friends overthink, so you don't have to do it alone. I'm Uni.
And I'm Jinny.
So today's episode comes from a very real place. Lately, both of us have been feeling heavier than usual.
Yeah, like suddenly everything feels deeper, sadder, and more complicated for no clear reason. And we were literally asking each other, is it just me or is something wrong with me?
We kept talking about how it's the end of the year, how our thoughts feel louder, and how it's weirdly easy to spiral right now. So we did what we always do. We overthought it and Googled it.
And that's when we found out there's actually a name for this feeling.
Yeah, it's called holiday blues.
hmm
Basically, it's a temporary increase in feelings of sadness, anxiety, and emptiness that happens around the end of year holiday season.
And the important thing is, it's not a mental illness, it's not a diagnosis. It's something a lot of people experience, especially during this specific time of year.
Yeah, one big reason is biological. During winter, there's less daylight, which naturally affects our mood. Because of that, many people experience something called seasonal affective disorder or SAD.
Apparently, around 5 to 10% of people experience SAD at least once in their lifetime. So, feeling low during winter is way more common than we think.
But holiday blues aren't just about sunlight. They're also emotional and
Mhm.
honestly very expectation based.
I think the end of year comes with this like weird pressure. Like, it feels like something magical should happen.
Yeah, movies, dramas, Instagram, TikTok, they all make it seem like December is supposed to be this beautiful montage of growth, love, and closure.
Yeah, you start thinking by the end of this year, I should feel different, better, and accomplished. And when that doesn't happen, the disappointment hits harder.
Yeah, this is especially common among students and people who are job hunting, anyone
Mhm.
who feels like their life is still pending.
And it ties so closely to achievement culture. You look around and think everyone else seems to have done with something this year. So why do I feel stuck?
So, okay, Jeannie, let's be real. Like, how has holiday blues been showing up for you?
Okay, where do I start? First of all, I'm turning a year older soon, and by Korean age standards, I'm already 23.
Yeah,
And suddenly I feel old? Like, why do I feel so ancient?
I feel the same. I mean, 23
hmm
in even in Korean age standards, it's not an old age, but still it feels different in some ways.
Yeah, true. Like age anxiety for like no reason.
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then there is this thought that I didn't really achieve anything this year.
Even though you were busy the whole time.
Right, but emotionally it feels like, okay, but why do I have to show for it? And next year I'm graduating, which is terrifying.
Yeah, because after graduation, there's no clear script anymore.
Yeah, I'm applying to grad school, but I keep thinking, is this actually the right path or am I just choosing something because I'm scared?
That uncertainty hits harder at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, also winter just makes everything worse. The
Mm.
sun sets at like 4 p.m. and suddenly the day feels wasted. I blink and it's dark and I'm like, what did I even do today?
Yeah, especially in the UK, it's the
So
daytime
true.
is really short, and
Yeah.
sometimes I get up at I don't know at 12 or 1 p.m. and it's already going to dark after I
Yeah.
brush my teeth.
Yeah, so true.
So yeah, the days feel shorter and the thoughts feel longer.
Exactly. And honestly, I'm not even excited about the new year, which feels wrong to say out loud.
Mm.
Okay, your turn. How about you?
Well, for me, if it's this obsession with achievement, I keep asking myself, like, what did I actually accomplish this year?
Even though you worked nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, but when I look for something visible or measurable, it suddenly feels small. Like,
hmm
I did things, but did they count?
That's such a dangerous question, though.
And then there's comparison. I start thinking everyone seems to have so many people around them. Why do I feel like my circle is getting smaller? And I feel that's actually true. And
No, no, end of year loneliness is just different.
I don't know why, but I compare myself way more during these seasons because I
Mm-hmm.
don't usually compare that much during the rest of the year. But
Uh-huh.
during this end of the year season, I feel I'm comparing myself more because I don't know, maybe it's time of reflections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
So it could be like that, or maybe it's too cold. Maybe because the dates are darker. But yeah, all of it combined just makes the sadness louder.
We wanted to talk about this episode because at one point we genuinely wondered, is this just us?
Yeah, but when we looked it up, we realized this is such a shared experience that it literally has a name and history.
Yeah, so true. The term holiday blues was first described decades ago, and the description still fits perfectly today. Anxiety, irritability, nostalgia, unrealistic hopes for magical solutions.
Yeah, and again, it's not a diagnosis, but if these feelings last long after the holidays, that's when it's important to reach out for professional help.
We can't talk about holiday blues without talking about social media.
Yeah, everyone's posting year end recaps, achievements, trips, relationships,
And even
parties.
yeah, parties. And even if you know it's curated, but it still gets to you.
Hmm.
You start measuring your life against someone else's highlight reel.
Yeah, which just feeds the feeling that you're behind, even when you're not.
Hmm. One thing we learned is that holiday blues don't mean you're ungrateful, broken, or like failing.
Yeah, it just means you're human living in a season that's emotionally and biologically heavy.
If anything, this might be a time to lower expectations instead of raising them.
Rest instead of review,
Hmm.
presence instead of perfection. So, if you've been feeling strangely sad, anxious, or empty around this time of year, you're not alone.
And you're not weak for feeling this way. Sometimes it's not burnout, it's not a failure.
It's just a season.
If this episode resonated with you, we'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences.
Don't just keep it in your head.
Say out loud.
See ya!